We'll take you straight to the Yelahanka Air Base in Bangalore. A major tragedy was averted at the Aero India show at Bengaluru. The Red Bull aerobatics team, their display was on. Take a look at these pictures on your television screen. According to the Indian Air Force, the wings of two aircraft that were a part of this aerobatics display, they brushed against each other. Fortunately, the planes landed safely. The crew did not suffer any injuries.
We're at the Aero India show and I just want to show you out there, that's the area where the aerobatic teams perform. That's the hangar from where they emerge and then perform. We're given to understand that there's been a mid-air incident involving the aircraft that you see right on your screens right now. They've been grounded. The flying has been suspended for now. In fact, just a short while back, we saw even at the tarmac there was a lot of activity. Ambulances rushing through, fire brigade vehicles also coming here towards the area where the incident supposedly took place. 3 aircraft were flying in a formation, after which we're given to understand that a mid-air incident has taken place, and for now there's no flying taking place. The authorities are out here. As you're seeing, there's a lot of hustle bustle on the very close to the hangar where this aircraft is located. That's all we have for now. There's no official word, but we'll keep you posted as soon as more developments come in. With camera person Shivamurthy, Jugal Purohit in Bengaluru for Headlines Today.
Air Vice Marshal Kapil Kark now joins me for more on this. He's an aviation safety expert. Also with me is Captain S.S. Panesar. AVM Kark, aerobatic flying, precision flying, very, very little distance between the wings of 2 aircraft. This could have been fatal. This could have been extremely dangerous, sir.
Undoubtedly. I mean, the very fact that an unnatural phenomenon like a human being in the air, when the human being isn't designed for it, air isn't designed for it, that is occurring. The fact is, aerobatics at air shows resulting sometimes in either near misses, like in this situation, it's been a sort of a semi-mid-air. This is the very routine stuff, and it's built into the calculus for planning the aerobatics, planning the air show, in terms of safety of the spectators on the ground, in terms of ensuring that the flying skills of the pilots who are taking part in this, in terms of sharp reflexes, in terms of ability to steer the aircraft virtually in microseconds, that's all tested, proven, and only then are they put up for displays. And yet, Gaurav, you will bear with me, over half a century of air shows world over, including Aero India here. A couple of years ago, there was an accident involving an Air Force aircraft.
Yes.
So I think we have to accept it. What is the larger objective against which you have to develop this level of acceptance? To build up India's defense industry, to make this a forum of business opportunities, to encourage air-mindedness amongst the people. You need aeronautical engineers, aeronautical designers, pilots, fighter pilots. So all this is a part of a collective whole. And I think we must, as a society, like the West does, accept that there will be some opportunities where people will make mistakes. Mistakes
of course,
are inevitable.
but this is fascinating. The fact that they're able to fly so close to each other, death-defying aerobatics that these young pilots participate in. Captain Panesar, while it's extremely thrilling to see these pilots do so, a lot of it is also optics. I mean, they maintain safety, altitude, speed differences. Visually, it may seem that they're very close to each other, but actually they do maintain distance. But while taking off and landing, incidents do happen, Captain Panesar.
Yeah, listen, this is not the first time these type of incidents, very serious incidents have taken place in the past. Many air shows, most of them you find 1 or 2 such incidents take place. It happened in Delhi, it happened in Italy, so many aircraft crashed. We have to learn a lesson. What are we trying to prove to the public at this low height? The DGC has certain instructions, not below certain height, aerobatics should be done. See, utmost precaution, this is a total human error on which these incidents have taken place. It could have been very, very dangerous if the aircraft would have fallen on the public who was watching the incident. And many incidents have taken place in the world. And I feel, I do not know what we are trying to prove on the air show by the might of the aircraft, what it can carry out.
Okay.
And it's a precision job, very precision job. And if it's a defense show, it should be done in the open airfield, not near the public area and all that. It happened in Air Force when the aircraft fell down on the Air Force
That's
base.
a fascinating point you're making, Captain Panesar. Why do you need to do these death-defying aerobatics and so close to built-up area where people are living? AVM Kak, your response to this? We've unfortunately had a major incident, 1985, if I remember the year correctly, in Delhi. A Mirage 2000 crashed during aerobatics display. Is this necessary just to prove how potent a weapon platform is?
Absolutely. I think as I said, there are much larger objectives here rather than just performing death-defying aerobatics for spectators on the ground. I also want to clarify a point which probably got missed out in this discourse so far. Every single safety factor is taken into account. The foul line, what's called a foul line, defines the moment and the line at which pilots have to be extremely cautious because any collision involving aircraft could get close to the spectators. The aircraft and the displays are far from the spectators and takes into account the possibility of what you said. I was there at the display. It was in 1989 when a person called Wing Commander Joe Bakshi got his aircraft onto the ground. It was very close to the spectators,
yes,
but safe enough not to hurt a single individual, animal or property on the ground.
Also
And
joining
this
us is
has
Wing
also
Commander
been-
Praful Bakshi. Wing Commander Bakshi, you're looking at these pictures. It was a mid-air tragedy, fortunately averted. The wings almost collided. The aircraft was so close, but this is not, usually this is supposed to be only optics. The aircraft are supposed to maintain altitude distance and difference to ensure there's no accident.
No, aircraft are supposed to be doing close formation, and the close formation requires the wingtip distance should be 6 to 7 feet only. Then only the formation flying is done. This is a requirement, a display requirement. So what you saw was a display requirement, but it is dangerous. There are chances of wingtip touching, scraping, which happens. Certain percentage is left for the human error. So this, what you saw, actually happened. And very experienced pilots can face it because suddenly some aircraft has lost power or some control malfunction has happened. So many things can happen. Bird could have hit the aircraft. So
Okay.
all this aspect has
Let
to
me
be
also
catered
once
for.
again quickly bring in Captain Panesar for more on this. Captain Panesar, both the Air Force personnel, ex-Air Force personnel say you prove the capabilities of your pilots, you prove the capability of your machine, and that is why you do these aerobatics. Your point is this shouldn't be done close to built-up areas. Should this be done then perhaps in the desert area, such exercises?
Yeah, I agree. I am not of the opinion that they should be done. Looking into the past, how many incidents, accidents have taken place? People have lost lives. So many lives have been lost and so many crashes have taken place because of the air shows and all that. I really mean Air Force people must be trying to explain the might of the aircraft and the pilots. But what are we trying to tell the general public?
Okay.
And this is a total human error. It can take place by anybody. It's a very serious, luckily we're lucky nothing seriously happened on this incident. But in the past there have been many incidents, even in the world over.
Yes.
Experienced pilots have crashed and all that. Something has to be done. They have to take some serious action and make a study of all these shows and all that. Why do you have the
Okay.
multiplicity of the aircraft?
Captain
one
Panesar,
aircraft
Air Vice
can be
Marshal
an
Kak,
aerobatic.
and Wing Commander Praful Bakshi for the moment. Many thanks for joining me.